Hi everyone, this is Emmy. Today I'm going to give you some quick sewing tips. Tip number one, and I think everybody probably knows this one, is to always pull out the bobbin thread to the front of the sewing machine. Whenever you start sewing, always pull your threads to the back, and then they won't get tangled or jammed up under your fabric. Before starting sewing, after you've pulled your thread to the back, hold on to the thread and move the needle down into the fabric. So always start sewing with the needle in the fabric. For the next tip, when you're sewing and you're going to have to turn a corner, always pivot with the needle in the fabric. So now that I've reached the corner, I'm going to make sure my needle is down in the fabric, lift up the presser foot, pivot, and continue sewing. If you just need your fabric slightly gathered, move your dial so that it's at the longest stitch. Hold your finger behind the fabric and then sew, letting the fabric gather behind the foot. And then you'll have slightly gathered fabric. This is great for when you're putting a larger piece into a smaller piece, such as when you're adding sleeves. Next tip, if you're sewing a very thin fabric that might get pulled down into the feed dogs, stabilize it on the bottom with just a scrap paper. And it should tear away very easily when you finish your sewing. And then you'll have a nice straight seam that won't pucker. Keep a business card or a piece of magnet near your sewing machine. Then you can just toss the needles that you aren't using or the pins, and they will stick to the magnet. And if you'd like to magnetize your scissors, you can just rub them on the magnet, and then they'll be magnetized for picking up your pins. If you have ever hemmed jeans, you'll know that when you get to this section, it's very bulky, and your sewing machine will often skip stitches here, and there's a very good reason for that, and I'm going to show you what it is. Now, if I keep sewing, then the machine is going to start skipping stitches here, and the reason for that is you can see here that the presser foot is sticking up in the air, so it's not applying any pressure at all to this part of the fabric. The pressure is all here on the high section. So what you're going to do is you're simply going to press down on the presser foot with your finger and keep sewing. So I'm going to press with my finger and keep sewing. And you can see that I have a perfect seam with no skipped stitches. So I hope that helps whenever you have to sew over something bulky like a hem of jeans. And that's it. Those are some quick tips that you can use. So if you'd like to see more sewing videos, please comment below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.